Reports from various local government areas in Rivers State indicate varying levels of tension, with some areas experiencing sporadic shooting while others remain peaceful. In Port Harcourt City local government area, video circulating on social media shows security operatives attached to the former council chairman, Orwell Ihunda, firing sporadically after being chased by angry youths who claimed they were shot at directly by the police. Similarly, at Obiakpo Council Secretariat, an official vehicle belonging to the former council chairman, George Ariolu, was vandalized and posters torn by individuals chanting both war and victory songs. Newsmen gathered that the two local government council chairmen were still within the council premises when the governor concluded his statewide broadcast. This led to angry youths invading the areas to chase them away. In Emoha local government council, youths from various communities were seen chanting victory songs and jubilating over the chairman's departure from office. Youths have also taken over Eleme, Omoma, Ahoda East, Degema, Asaritoro, Akokotoro, Onelga, Okreka, and Ogubolo local government areas. Meanwhile, the Rivers State Governor, similarly Fubara, has directed all heads of local government administration in the state's 23 local government areas to take charge of council starting Tuesday, June 18, 2024. Reports have it that this directive follows the expiration of the tenure of the 23 local government area chairmen on Monday, June 17, 2024. Now, Forgiven, what is your reaction to this tension in Rivers State over the expiration of the local government chairman's tenure?
The escalation of tension and the attendant problem that arose from yesterday activities at the various local government, to me, to say the least, is condemnable. I feel it wasn't necessary for such action or things to happen that necessitated the spontaneous actions of the youth. The former local government chairman attempting in whatever reasons they have to stay beyond their official tenure after the governor of Rivers State, being the chief security officer, being the head and leader of the state, had made a broadcast directing the heads of local government to take over the administration of the local government. But yet, the former local government chairman and the effrontery, in their desperation to elongate their tenure and stay perpetually in office, contributed, necessitated what happened yesterday. The youth, being massively supporters of the current governor. The governor enjoys, I'm a resident of the state, I live here, we feel the pulse. Majority of Rivers people, I keep on saying, it may not be all. People ask you, what's the statistics? Yesterday, the statistics showed. Let those who are opposing, they should have gone out to meet the spontaneous and organic support base of the governor. The governor never told anybody. The people just felt that these people are trying to confront the governor illegally, and they went there to chase them out of office. I watched what happened at the Falga Secretariat when the Orwell Ihunda, the former chairman, was being chased, and he was running with his people. They were shooting. We saw the footage. In Obiakpo, everywhere in Ahoda West, Ahoda East, in many local government, the youths just mobilized themselves to the secretariat to chase them out. And thank God for the timely convening of security meeting by the governor, who I know by this time, from the news we have, the police has taken over all the local government, maintaining peace and order. But for whatever reason, the affront of the former local government chairman It's unprecedented in this state. Perhaps it might have happened in some other places, but we've not witnessed a situation where after your tenure will have elapsed and you still want to keep yourself in office, even against a subsisting and valid court judgment, wherein the court had declared that and nullified the law purportedly passed by the
you're talking of the judgment of Justice Wale.
Yeah, Justice Wale.
Right.
No, I'm not. I'm talking of that of Justice Q.
Okay.
It was Justice Q who gave that judgment, wherein he said that the attempt by the Martins Amehule led House of Assembly, which has been sacked by the court too, in that attempt they were trying to go against the 1999, contravenes the 1999 Constitution and the River State Local Government Law of 2018, and to that extent nullified that, set aside whatever they did. It's a court judgment.
Was there an appeal challenging that order?
Yeah, even if, it's not to my knowledge, but even if there is an appeal, there is no stay, no order for stay of execution of to the best of my knowledge. Right. An appeal haven't been entered does not on its own so much to serve as a stay.
All right.
It doesn't.
Okay. Aseems, what is your take on this development in Rivers State?
Thank you very much. I think somehow what happened yesterday was a charade, was a tragedy, was debasement of the Constitution, dismembering of the principles and ethos of rule of law, and an attempt to foist, gangsterism, on the state called River State. River State has been known in Nigeria as the hotbed of militancy. And also River State has been known also in Nigeria as a Somalia within Nigeria. It's not far-fetched when you go through the internet, when you browse the names of foremost militants or ex-militants, you'll be sure that about 60 to 70% are from River State or from this particular area. Now, the question I want to ask is this. Assuming that the governor of the state is supposed to do 4 years in office, and there was no election, maybe INEC was unable to conduct elections. Now, how do you take that man out of office if by May 29th that he's supposed to, what we call a fluxion of time, by operation of law, ought to be out of that particular place? What are we supposed to do? Is it by resorting to anarchy, to go to the government house? Is it by inciting youths to go to that government house, plunder the place, denigrate the hallowedness of that particular place, inflict injuries and threaten people with guns and machetes because you want him to exit the office because his time has gone? My own answer to that is that under a monarchy, such could take place. Under a dictatorship, autocracy, such could take place. In the military era, if they say today is the last day you're supposed to be here, if you don't leave, they can come in there and ransack the place. But when we say we practice civil democracy, and especially the ethos of rule of law, the question I've just asked just now, nobody has answered me. That you now incite, for the past 2 weeks, there's been this incitement both on radio, both on television, by the sitting governor and some of his aides. I was on a radio station on June 12th. I will not call the names of people I was with there. I was with two of the special advisors. If they are listening or watching me, they will know that what I'm saying is the truth. What they were talking there, openly inciting youths against what happened yesterday. And at the same time, a young man, bulky and fleshy, he called himself a general. He was invited. I don't want to call his name, but if they are listening, they know what I'm saying. He was invited. And he said on air that he's giving a particular local government chairman from Ikwere local government to vacate. That he's even asking the governor of the state to empower him to go there and take that guy out. Subsequently, 2 days to yesterday, on viral video, I have them on my phone. I saw him also with 2 AK-47 on air, firing shots, distributing drinks, and saying that on the 17th or 18th of October is going to be war in River State. Non-state actor doing that. And there was no statement from the state government disassociating themselves, from this. And what now happened? It cascaded into the violence we experienced yesterday. So it was a thing that I was so sad and unhappy about. I felt so disillusioned. I cringed when I saw what happened at Obiakpo shooting, as if we are in Haiti or we are in a republic that violence is or should be the order of the day. Now, the tenure of, I don't know if I still have a time to talk, if I don't know. Okay. The tenure of the local government chairman by operation of law, it took place, I think on the 17th or thereabout of this month. Now, some of them vacated, some did not vacate. Taking them out should have been through the judicial process, which a lot of my colleagues here and outside, they quote judgments in favor of how and why the tenure of the 27 House of Assembly members, has ceased to exist. Did they go there to use force to not take them and throw them out, as the case may be, or restrain them? It was through the instrumentality of the judiciary and through the rule of law that this would have been a situation where they would have rushed to court today, and file an action against them and find a way to take them out by judicial means before they cannot do. And the only people that I feel that can take them out is not even thugs. It is the police. The Nigerian security agencies, is their duty to do that. But when you resort to what happened yesterday, it's a pity. I will end this first stanza by quoting what Socrates talked about anarchism. If you give me the permission, I'll do that. Go on, sir. He said, anarchism is a social philosophy which considers the state undesirable, unnecessary, and harmful, and instead promotes stateless society or anarchy. What happened yesterday was the promotion of, anarchy and a stateless society. Anything could have happened yesterday. You and I, being here, would have been caught in that crossfire. You and I sitting down here, people around here, would have lost lives. The question we ask is that, must blood flow for power to change hands in Nigeria or River State, as the case may be? I don't think that is very possible. Until today, governor made an announcement, but he never said anything about the loss of lives that were occasioned by this unnecessary brigandage. I think I'll leave it there first for now, so that we can continue very well. God bless you.
Forgiving, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, this popular maxim, legal maxim, that he who comes to equity must come with a clean hands. The question we should ask ourselves is that pertaining the elongation of tenure and pertaining the staying put in office leading to what happened yesterday, from which angle did the threat of violence, from which angle did the threatening of harming anybody who dare challenges their stay in office come from? Where did it emanate from? I can stay here boldly and tell you, because we have the videos. It was Samuel Wanosike, the former local government chairman of Ikore local government. Is somebody that is my friend for years. But he started the threat. When a city local government chairman that is supposed to respect a governor is challenging the entire River State, let me see that person who will come to chase me out of office. I will step it out, that head will roll. That time, people who are supporting what happened yesterday will not call him to order. How about Chidi Lloyd? A lawyer like myself is a friend. Also threatening. And you expect people to fold their hands and for you to kill them? What happened yesterday? There was anywhere the governor supported what happened. He will not do that because the governor is the chief security officer. If it were to be the former governor, we know what he would have done. He would have acted like the governor. He would have sent army and military people. I was in the opposition in River State. Let me come. You didn't. Let me finish my side so that you talk. I was in the opposition in River State. I was the former state administrative secretary of APC in River State. My people died. We lost. I have the list because I compiled the list. We lost under this minister and his followers that are crying today. They killed over 500.
No, Barrister, forgive me. Barrister, forgive me. No, you withdraw that statement.
That what?
You cannot say the FCT minister killed.
I say under his.
Who did? Under his, who did? That's
I said under, but it's not for, I didn't say he killed. I have not said he did. I said under his administration.
Barrister, forgiving.
Do you listen what I'm saying?
Barrister, forgiving.
Yes.
I know the statement. I heard the statement you made.
Yes.
And you know what can be deduced out of that statement. If you cannot substantiate that.
No, I said I have the evidence. I compiled the list.
You cannot.
I said under his administration.
Barrister, forgiving. You cannot present a list as evidence
of people who died during his administration under violence.
You are alleged.
You are quoting me out of context. That's what you are doing.
Well, when you make a statement, everybody is at liberty to interpret it.
It's okay.
Correct. Now, I have interpreted it the way it came to me. And this is what I do not want. Because people will put you out of context.
No, because it is you that you interpret. So you will allow me to make my statement so that you don't tell people what I am not saying.
Barrister, forgiving.
It is you that you are telling people what I am not saying. I've not concluded. I've not concluded when you interrupted.
I will not let you go on with that train of thought, sir.
No, you are insinuating. You are insinuating what I did not say now.
It's not acceptable.
You've not. I said under his administration.
It is not acceptable.
So it is not. So as my colleague is saying that under this governor that these things are happening is acceptable.
Okay,
mine is not acceptable.
Barrister Asim said.
Yes. What did he say?
And clearly said so.
Yes.
That there were videos of people shooting sporadically and threatening that they will come and forcefully evict this council chairman if they refuse to vacate as I went you.
I didn't mention names.
You understand? And he also talked about somebody who was in a radio station with him also making threats and also called on the governor to empower him. He never mentioned the name.
No, he never said that.
Forgive him, please hold on. You have your say.
No, I'm not having my. I'm not having my. You are having your say. I'm not having my say.
You asked me. You said that I allowed Barrister Barrister Sims to make some statements, and I'm not letting you make the same statement.
I'm happy that these things. I'm happy that what you are explaining is recorded. So they will hear what he said and what you are explaining, whether they are the same thing.
Barrister Sims said.
We can replay it.
Barrister Sims said that the governor at no point during his speech condemned the actions of those non-state actors.
Good.
Now, you said, in response to what he said,
yes,
that the Ikwere local government chairman
yes,
and the Emoha local government chairman,
yes,
they were the ones that actually triggered this by also coming on air first to threaten. Did I stop you at that point? I never did.
And I said I have the video evidence.
I never did.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You made that statement.
Yes.
I never did because the videos are out there.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Now, when you were saying everything you said, I never, but when you now alleged that under the FCT's
administration,
because you were trying to make a comparison of
yes.
both administrations,
yes, I said
that scene, you were trying to defend the fact that the governor did not condemn them by bringing out that there was a trigger. And however, in defense of the current governor, if it were to be the past governor,
that it would have been the same situation.
And you went ahead to substantiate what you're saying, yes, by alleging that during the tenure of the past governor,
administration, yes,
that over 500 persons were killed by them. And who are the them? Without what I'm trying to say, you can actually build on what is on ground or even make reference, but without allegations, because what you're saying was never on air that period. So please, let's limit it. The polity is heated as
okay,
it is.
You said so. The killing at Okreka, the shooting that was recorded live by by channel television. You have called journalists. We fell on the ground recording. We are not recorded then.
Forgiving.
I'm only alluding to a situation that happened then.
Barrister forgiving.
Yes.
I implore you.
Yes.
To please go on with the conversation, but do not make statements like that. That's all. It can be done, can't it? It can be done.
So you tell me what to say.
I
will say what you want. If you have invited me here to tell you what you want to hear, so tell me what you want me to say.
You can have your say.
Then I will say what you want me to say.
You can have your say without making statements that cannot be substantiated. You cannot present a list as evidence
of people who died during that administration.
You cannot present a list and say this is the list of people who were alleging that they were killed by the administration, and that's not right. Afterwards, you have the clip, replay it and see what you said that made me stop you.
I said they were killed during the administration. During the administration.
Barrister forgiving.
Yes.
You can continue.
Well, I mean, I don't know where. It's okay. Let me continue. But to say, I must say it, that whatever happened yesterday was just a spontaneous reaction, was an organic occurrence, flow from the people of the state who are responding to the earlier threat by these persons. We are talking about obeying court orders and the rule of law. We are talking about the rule of law and obeying court order. Are we in position to begin to choose the judgment or the rule to obey and the one not to obey? I am saying that at today, I don't know any other judgment or order supersedes that one delivered by Dakitema Q. To the extent that the tenure elongation has been dealt with. And these people have chosen that they will not obey it. Now, the people reacted, but it was for a short while. It is unfortunate that people died in the course. But a security meeting was called, and intervention had been done. Normalcy and peace had been restored to the various local government. But if we, as public analysts, if we, as watchers of the system, had began to warn when these underlying threats were becoming visible by this person, I think they wouldn't have done what they did that attracted the reaction of the people. I'm from a local government. I know what happened in my local government. People just thronged to the secretariat on their own. Some people don't even, they just said, oh, these people, because they are tired of them. It could happen to any government. Change is a permanent thing. When you are in power, you will stay in power until the people will get tired of it. They want to try a new thing. And that is what the current governor is enjoying. People want something that they don't want to try any other thing other than what has existed. Right. These people have held sway. They've held power for eight years. And they are still basking in the euphoria of how they used to wield power without reading the time as contained in Ecclesiastes that there is time for everything. A good politician should be able to read the time and know when to leave when the ovation is highest, or to leave when the ovation is down and they no longer enjoy the support of the people. I can tell you for free, whether you stop me or not, that these outgone chairmen no longer enjoy the support of majority of Rivers people. If they want to prove otherwise, let them try. Let them mobilize and face the people, and see what will happen to them. If they go back tomorrow, I can bet you, I'm a true-born Rivers person. I've grown all my life in Port Harcourt. I'm going to 54 years, and I can tell you that the opposition, the resistance they will face by the people, the magnitude they can't even quantify, they can't even understand. Go to the street and shout and talk and see whether you won't be lynched.
All right.